For the last 5 years since we've been in North Carolina and butchering our own chickens, something that we are very comfortable with now. I mean, we teach workshops and online classes, but when it comes to larger animals, a four-legged animal, that's a different ballgame. And whenever I have the opportunity to butcher a larger animal, I try to say yes to those opportunities. So last week, a friend of mine, Billy from Permapastures Farm, is donating a pig, one of his pigs that he raised, to our church. Little car gonna make it, Randy?
I don't think so.
It's not four-wheel drive, is it?
It's not four-wheel drive.
They dug that out. In all this?
I'm going to kind of walk you through it. It'll be easy enough. You'll see on a pig from the jawbone up to the top of the ear is where we're eventually going to take that head off. Yeah, you can just lay it right on his neck, and this thing's sharp enough to where you're not going to have to, but you want to, with a pig, it's okay if you come all the way to the spine, because when we put the bullet in him, all of his autonomic nervous system is still working. So we got a couple of minutes before his heart quits pumping. So while that's happening, when you cut that, I'm gonna go ahead, this is gonna be a little crazy, but I'm gonna sit there and work that blood out of his extremities. I'm gonna sit there and, once he quits shaking and everything, I'm gonna work that blood out of his extremities. We're gonna let him bleed out over there, and we're gonna pick it up right here on this tailgate. Okay. And it's on. Let's go ahead and pray before we do this, y'all. It's a big deal. We thank you, Lord, for all your blessings. We thank you for all the wonderful things we don't deserve.
All right, you guys know Billy, right?
That's right.
I'm here with Billy and William. We're at his place, and we're about to butcher a pig. Right? Is it butcher? Is that the right word?
We can call it butcher. We can. That's the old school way. We can call it butcher. We can call it processing. We can call it anything that makes everybody feel okay.
Yeah. And then we're going to basically just cut it in half. Right?
Well, pretty much, yeah. We're going to cut it down the sagittal plane, which means in this case, down by the spine. In this case, we're going to gut and skin it. We're not necessarily going to. They would like us to scrape it, but I can't find a scraper. You can find Bin Laden easier than you can find a scraper right now. You can't find a lot of this stuff. So we're going to gut and skin it. And I spoke with the chef last week. He said he can work with it. He's never done it that way. But the only thing we're going to keep off of it, and you guys are going to take some too, the only thing we're going to keep is the leaf lard, because it would be a cardinal sin to to cook a whole hog and leave the doggone leaf lard in there, which is going to make the most fantastic pies and pastries you can imagine.
Yeah. Awesome. Now, I never actually killed a pig before, or had my hand. I basically just I guess scalded a pig and scraped it. That's as far as I've gotten so far.
Well, today, bro, you and Randy, all of us together. He's here with Randy, by the way, his father-in-law.
Yep. That's Randy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why we're doing it, because we're going to eat him tomorrow. So yeah,
the whole thing.
It's basically like a spatch-cooked pig.
Yeah, and you guys done this before.
Yeah, we've done it a lot of times. Yeah, hundreds on my end, and it was cool that he knows how to do it all too. I don't even have to be here, and he can do it all from start to finish. Whether it's a pig, cow, sheep,
that's great.
Chicken, it's awesome. Yeah, so we're looking forward to that.
Nerve-wracking.
So but he does the part that he doesn't really care for is 9 times out of 10 he does all the killing, and I do all the cutting.
I see.
So. Yeah, he's not. It's not such a pleasurable thing for him, but we make it work out. So from start to finish, typically on a regular pig, working together. Now that he's trained up, 30 minutes we can have him in the freezer.
Fitness gear, right?
Yeah, Michelle, we need to do this before she walks up this hill, because she's going to find out that her little squat rack here that where you're supposed to be doing work on, we took it out of the garage, put it out here. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and utilize. I can't stand single-use things, so this thing where you would normally sit here and do pull-ups and stuff like that, well, if it can hold me, I'm pretty sure this can hold a little guinea hog that we're about to put on there. We just thought it'd make good sense, so we'll basically dispatch him there, gut and skin him, start it on the truck, take the whole kit and caboodle. I'm gonna show you a cool trick about keeping this thing attached to this gambrel, and you guys are gonna get trial by fire. You're gonna learn how to gut, you're gonna learn how to skin. When it's all said and done, you can have a chicken in both hands. It pop. you guys will be going crane style on a bunch of chickens.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Let's do this.
Just to kind of briefly say, Jason's going to get up here where the eye and the ear crosses.
Now, at this point, I did not know or think that I was gonna be the one to actually pull the trigger, but he asked me if I wanted to, and I said sure. What I'm realizing is when you're butchering an animal, there's only one way to practice, and that's to actually do it. My biggest fear for doing something like this is to miss. I did not want to miss.
Oh, you can get right up to it though.
Right
Yeah.
up on it.
Oh, this is off?
Yeah, it's off.
Like, should I go in there and do it?
Yeah.
Good shot.
That was
Yeah, that's a
actually,
good shot.
that was actually easier than I thought.
Oh yeah.
Maybe because I didn't raise the pig. I don't know. it's a little bit of practice for me, I guess. I'm surprised.
Good job, guys.
I did that.
There you go.
First time, man. How'd that feel?
That felt all right, you know.
I mean, you feel weird?
No, not at
Is
all.
it the first time you did
First
that?
time, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, remember doing it by ourselves?
Yeah.
With a bigger pig.
With a 350 pound pig.
Now, usually you skin the pig. Is that how you do it?
Yeah, we always like to skin them because 9 times out of 10, no matter the cut, unless you're doing some sort of country ham or anything like that, it just seems like an added step to me, because if nobody's ever eaten a pork chop with the skin on it, and nobody's ever eaten a ham with the skin on it, but you can make a country ham. Now the hams on this guinea hog is nothing to write home about. But this one here is designed to be, it's gonna be a whole hog butchery, so we're looking forward to that. Largely, I prefer to skin just about everything because it's gonna come off anyway. Even if you're making bacon, which is, by the way, right here, even if you're making bacon, your pork chops, your loin, whatever the case may be, your skin's always gonna come off of it anyways. Y'all wanna change your glove?
Tilt up like that. Yeah, there you go. That might help you.
Here's the bottom part.
There you go. And that joint is exposed when you bend it. Right there.
There you go,
Yeah.
right there.
There you go. Got an angle like that.
We're gonna try to skin as much as we can on the ground before we ever put him in the air. It's just because when they're up there, he's gonna wanna swing and do all this stuff.
Do a little
lot of
incision.
bone. And you're doing more pulling, just like when you do a chicken. You're doing as much pulling as you are cutting. Yeah, Randy could be working on the other end up here,
Yeah.
William. You wanna get him up the side and let Randy work on the other end?
Every time I've helped somebody butcher a pig, we've always scraped the pig. But this time, something that Billy would rather do is skin the pig. Having done both, I feel like skinning a pig is almost easier, which I never thought I would say that. It's kind of like one less step you have to do because you got to boil or heat up a barrel of water, right? And you got to lift the pig up, you got to dip him, you got to make sure he's right, and then you got to shave him.
Too late now. Okay, so the gambrel ain't working, but we got a round turn with 2 1/2 inches with a Prusik right here.
The chef that was going to prepare and cook this pig did not want a giant pig. So Billy had some American guinea hogs that were pretty small, which were perfect for this cookout. As long as you have a sharp knife, it was rather easy to do. This day for me just put me one step closer to being more confident with myself on butchering a larger animal. That's always been a goal of mine, to not rely on the processor and to do it all here on the farm. All right, that's it. It's cut in half. Now we just gotta put it in the fridge, and then we're cooking it tomorrow.
Yeah, it's just garlic, oregano, vinegar.
Okay.
That's all we put on it.
They had a chef cook it in what he called the China box. Never seen this before, but it was pretty interesting. He basically put it in a box, and it cooked in a matter of 4 hours. So in less than 24 hours, we butchered a pig, skinned the pig, cut it in half, cooked it, and we ate it. If you guys want to see more of this video, uncensored video, because some things we just cannot show on YouTube, but if you want to see an uncensored version and a longer version of this video, I'll leave a link down below to the new Abundance Plus platform where you can find that video. Huge shout out to Billy and William at Permanent Pastures Farm. Guys, I'll leave their link to their YouTube channel down below. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next one.